Give up. Ugh. Give up.
Foul free, hit it.
One, two. Give up. Break.
I vape, but I don't like need to vape, you know? I only do it when my friends do it. Or on the weekends. I don't know. I don't really like to think about it.
I saw Factor ads everywhere, and I didn't think they would be that delicious. I'll admit it, I was skeptical about ready-to-eat meals, but then I tried Factor, and after one bite, I was sold. Everything is fresh, flavorful, and honestly, just feels good to eat. You can tell these meals are made by real chefs. I love that they have meals that fit my needs, whether it's low carb, high protein, or Mediterranean. I don't have to think about what's for dinner anymore. It's all taken care of, and it actually tastes amazing. Chef-prepared meals delivered fresh. Try Factor. You might be surprised too.
Alright, so we're getting started. CWW Superstars, mostly Superstars. We're having a very, very short dark later on. So, the main match of Superstars is gonna be a unification match for the world title. It's gonna be the current holder of the world title. I think Blue Cane. I believe it's Blue Cane. Taking on who was the last holder of the junior title, Benekage. And we'll have a really short dark, and the reason we'll have a really short dark is we're gonna have a rumble. And the rumble will feature in order the people, the 8 people who held the junior title for the longest in order. And there's some surprises in there. And then after the rumble, try to stick around, because I'll be reading off the list of everybody who held the junior title, and there's some surprises in there, because that title was around for almost since the beginning when I started CWW. So. But yeah, starting off basic first match, Duffman taking on Buff Elwood. But we do have some other title matches later tonight. We won't have a title match on Dark, because we're only doing like a few Dark matches, and then the Rumble, and then the post-Rumble, a little special. Don't have it. I don't think I'm getting that anytime soon. Yep, Doveman's old one. The only, I mean, I've been playing Pokemon Uncanny. If you've been watching those streams, Orky, and off stream, I've been playing Pokemon or Pokerogue again. Yep. Well, Duffman took that for free. I have to play Pokerogue on on Mac because for some reason that game on PC like causes it to blue screen, and I never knew why. At least with what I was using at the time, maybe when my driver updates fix that, but it was always weird. So Doveman took that for free. So up next we're doing the Biggest Loser match. It's gonna be the second biggest loser in all of CWW taking on the current biggest loser. Both these guys, 0 wins so far. I don't know if the current biggest loser is I mean, I still think, what was it, Dracula has the biggest record for the biggest loser in all CWW? Or was it Billy Mitchell? One of those two. But this guy's getting kind of close to it. So the second biggest loser in all of CWW, it's going to be E Honda, currently 0-5. And the current biggest loser in CWW, I hate to say it, by my own sons, Joe's Roach, he's currently 0-9. So we'll see. One of these guys will escape that 0% club, and the other one will stay the biggest loser. Current biggest loser.
Let's go.
Oh, dodge that.
Full moon.
Nice one.
Moon.
Yep, he's bleeding up.
Food. Let's go. Moon. Food. Moon. Food.
A big belly ball. I'm going for the hold. Breaking out of it quite quickly. Going for that top post.
2. Moon. Let's go. Food. Let's go. Food. Moon. 2. Food. Let's go. Food. Moon. Let's go. 2. Food. Let's go. Let's go. Food. Moon. Let's go.
Way too much dragon juice.
2.
Over to slide. Dude, Honda's bleeding up. Honda's bleeding up.
Food. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, whatever. He did
Let's
this
go.
for free food.
Let's go.
Nice try, Orky.
Food.
By the way,
2.
for the first time in a long time, guys, I've made a couple new sons. So you might see them, I don't know if you'll see them during Superstars, but you might see them during Dark later. I might show one or two of them. I don't know about all of them, but if one of the sons is somebody Lufa requested, so if he's around, I'll be sure to show him. Or if he gets home in time, I'll be sure to show him. If not, I'll save them for next time. But yep, they were.
Das Gold. Das Gold.
He is unfit. Dude, you know they're showing sumo on Hulu? I think.
10 minutes gone.
Rendo's the ropes. Rolled 1 count. This is a pretty real match, actually. Joe's Roach is trying his best.
Das Gold. Das Gold. Das Gold.
I
Das
see.
Gold.
I've never really been interested in it. I don't know if it's good or not.
Das Gold.
All I know is all the like, because I know about Koji Katao when he was wrestling and all like the drama he caused. But I watched like a full video about him, and there was like a ton of drama with him when he was like in sumo, and I'm like, whoa, this guy was causing some trouble.
Das Gold. Das Gold. Das Gold. Das Gold. Das Gold. Two Gold. Two Gold.
Going for the side. A little back. Dude, this match is going on forever, dude. It's kind of close to a timeout. I just noticed. Going for the hold. Uh-oh. I think somebody's got to win this damn match. Yeah, or we could have both of these guys leave the 0% club. But
Das Gold.
I hope you're doing okay, Cherry. What? Wait, did he say break and then what? That was weird. 2 count.
Das Gold.
There's only 1 minute left. Think somebody's got to wrap this up, or there will be no more Biggest Loser from these two. Come on, Joe's Roach. Oh well, both these guys have left the 0% club, so I guess our new Biggest Loser is somebody completely unrelated. So I guess congrats to them. For better, that was a terrible match, though. All right, so up next. So up next is going to be a challenge for the tag titles. Could have been anything else. So challenging for the tag titles, it's gonna be Redad and Gibdo. And they'll be going against the current holders of Snorlax and Lucario. We'll see who wins this one.
Oh! Oh! Two.
Lots of chomps back and forth. What a mess. Do the math, Orgy.
Oh! Two.
I saw this, like, pic on Twitter of somebody doing, like, one of those stupid, like, what controller did you grow up with? But the guy AI generated the whole thing, and, like, none of the controllers look like the systems it came from. And, like, the Jaguar controller looked like this weird, like, N64 controller. It's like, did this guy even look at this before posting this?
Oh!
Go back and forth. Yep, trying to break the arm, but he ain't tagged in. Big elbow drops. Big chops, more big chops.
5 minutes gone.
Bro, let me tell you, bro, Donald fuck runs in that
Come
run,
on, Vince.
stomps the fuck out of Scrooge and totally pulls a swerve on that crowd, bro. Biggest upset since Thea Hale got kicked from that 100% club.
Two.
I'm telling you, bro.
Two. 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 Two.
Come on, guys. More elbow drops. Oh, bumbling away.
1, 2.
Never did, yeah. You can ride it.
10 minutes gone.
Twisting out.
Nada.
That's right. Dude, Orky loves Rocket Power tonight. He loves the oh my god! Critical! He wasn't even tagged in! Dude, Lucario, you better get out of there. That's right.
Oh! Two. Two.
1.
2.
Cross slash!
Cross slash! This is the coolest thing Lucario's ever said. Come on, Gibdo.
2.
Overhold. Oh, Lucario immediately tapped out. And Gibdo and Redead took that for free. So in regards to our new tag title holders. So how long did Lucario and Snorlax hold that for? They held it for a decent amount of time. I think it's the longest since Jill... I forgot who Jill teamed up with. Well, Jill's team. Took quite a while. Alright, well, next. Next is going to be a challenge for the Chaos title. You know how this goes. Oh, jeez, I didn't mean to do that. So the current holder is Kane. He's been holding it for a while. So when I click the random select, let's see. Oh, I think this guy's making his debut. So we'll see how he does. So by random select, challenging for the Chaos title, I believe, making his CWW debut, it's Leviathan. And he'll be taking on the current holder, it's Kane. No, so you take, so it ended up being a timeout. So you kept your gearheads. So you kept your gearheads, and technically both of them left the 0% club. So, you know, it was a blow up. The Leviathan's already bleeding up the storm. The match has started. Now Ziggler punch.
Go ahead and toss that fucker out.
We'll see how that goes. Dude, they were like both dragging it out for so long. I'm like, is anyone gonna wrap this matchup? And I thought Joe's Roach had it at a couple points, but he didn't. And it's like, man, this is like the worst character I ever made. Like, I'm shocked. He's somehow worse than Sid, and I purposely tried to make Sid like the worst character I ever made, and even he's done better. Sad. Nice timing. Aw, poor Shane. Poor guy sounds old there.
One, two.
Yep. Kane's holding on. Still holding on. He ain't go over that rope. Forky, how's your devil trigger doing? 2.9.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Or do count. Yeah, right.
1, 2.
Yep, well, Kane kind of took that for free, and he holds on to that Chaos title. Alright, up next. So up next is going to be a match versus a member of the 100% Club. So taking him on is going to be Shaggy, and from the 100%er Club, it's going to be a Cap-Am.
Give up.
He's all mine.
This TBH, the fuck that mean?
Come on, Ricky.
Give up.
For the hold, breaking out of it. For a roundhouse.
Yeah.
Lift it up.
Hey, you want a beer?
I like how decent that is. Like he's already yelling at him before he appears. Good stuff. Roll up to those that are ropes. Super kick.
Give up.
Breaking out.
Ooh, yeah. 1, 2.
There's a 2 count.
1, 2.
Another overhead kick. He wasn't gonna sell that. The Going to the corner. Yep. Agreed. Come on, Shaggy. That was sad. I'll toss you the ropes. It's some time to think about it. Let's see if we get go for the
1,
2
2.
count.
Yeah.
It's a pretty real match so far. Yep. Cap-Am's holding on. Come on, Shaggy. He's holding on.
New world order.
Bumping into each other. Come on, guys. Now he's going for a top post. The flying punch. Yep. Cap-Am's holding on.
Yeah. 1, 2.
2.9. This is getting kind of sad. Is this gonna end up like the Biggest Loser match? No, it's not. And that went on forever, but Cap-Am takes that one, and he stays in the 100%er club. Alright. Let's see, up next. Oh, yeah, we'll stay free, Shaggy. Well, up next is going to be a challenge for the US title. This challenger is 2-0, and he's going to be going up against somebody who's in the 100% club. One of the rare times I'll allow a no loss versus a no loss, just for this occasion. So we'll see how this goes. So challenging the US title, currently 2-0, it's Vile. And from the 100%er club, the current holder of the US title, it's Piss King. So we'll see how this goes. It's not that funny, Vile. One of those ropes. Push down. Turn to the corner again. You don't need up. Overall, the multi-punches. Go with that one. Run over again. Eat up. Straight kick. For a big drop.
gone.
I'm going for the low blow. Straight clobbering. Just multiple punches. Right through the ropes.
1, 2.
He's backing off. Dude, Piscane is already tired out. What's your first 3 guesses, Orky? I don't want to spoil it for you just yet. Top post. Good for cover. 2.9. Nice guess, Orky. Well, Piscane stays in 100%er club, holds onto that title, and Vile has not joined the club. I wanted to see if you would guess Double Dragon 1 or 2 beforehand. Alright, well, up next, I'm going to run a quick ad, except the next match. Come on, Cheerio. And up next is going to be a challenge for the pro title. So challenging for the pro title, it's going to be Parappa, and he's going to be going up against the current holder, the undefeated man himself. It's Mac Truck. Not from the 100%er club, but it seems like he's unbeatable in the cage. He has an octagon. Trying to twist up the leg. Big elbow drop. Sure am. We'll see how this happens. Parappa could pull up an upset, though, if Mac Truck gives the standing gives up the standing lariat, that's like the end of it. Like he pops off, he gives that standing lariat, and then like the match is over.
Give up.
That's like how it's gone for him.
Give up.
Tumble down. Getting pushed back and forth. Twist it up. Cheerio, you haven't even bet on anybody. Or are you just mentally going through it right now? I mean, neither is anybody else, so it's fair. And Mag Truck doesn't seem to be pushing for the finish yet. If he pops off, then he's gonna start going for the finish. Come on. Oh, he's popping off. Is he gonna do it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He's gearing up.
Yeah.
Oh, he could be in some trouble right now. Big drop. Well, oh, he's popping off. Is he gonna go for it? Oh no!
Yeah.
Dude, Parappa's giving it to him right now. And I don't know, Cheerio. This could be a. Yeah, this could be a. This could be a blow up. Okay, he went for the low blow. Oh, he's popping off. He's gonna do it. He's doing it. Ah, that's the finish. That's how it always goes. He pops off, then does that. Every time. I love it. I just noticed like every match he does that, and it's awesome. Alright. So Mack Truck took that for free. Alright, up next. No, Orky wasn't happy about that. So before we get to our main event, we're gonna be having a challenge for the Platinum title. I was actually, cause like Parappa kept interrupting his setup, and I was actually like kind of worried for a second. So challenging for the Platinum title, it's gonna be Balrog. And he'll be going up against the current holder, it's Julie Winters. So we'll see how this goes. Sorry, YouTube's giving me issues. There we go. Get thrown right out.
New world order.
See about that, Orky. That's right. You're number 4, Erky.
Like, you know, I mean, we didn't need them, and the movie they did was terrible, and it bombed, and no one's ever heard of it.
Oh, well. Balrog took that for free. I know, big surprise, but you never know. Alright, so Balrog now holds the Platinum title. Probably not the biggest surprise ever. Alright. Before I get to the main event, let me see how long Julie held that for. It held like she held that one for quite a while. Come on. Yeah, she held it for. Let me see. I think no. She held it for. She's tied with the Red Ranger for holding it for the third longest time. So at the very least, she has it. Okay. So now we're heading to our main event of Superstars. It's gonna be for the new unified world title. The junior title is no more. I've grown weary of it. And people don't make enough junior class characters, so fuck it. But this is gonna be the final holder of the junior title going up against the current holder of the world title. So we'll see how she does. Yeah, not bad at all. So with the Chicas challenging for the world title, the junior title holder, it's Benekage. And she'll be going up against the current holder, it's Blue Kane. I just noticed we've had a lot of Kanes tonight. Not something I've put together. Gotta have this on the plan.
More like a match too short.
We'll see about that, Orky. That's right. Stretching out. Yeah, kind of taking over CWW. The audience loved it. That's right. It better. You never know.
One, two, three, four, five. One, two.
Two count. Ah, Tombstone. 2.9. Big combos. Big drums.
Give up. Give up.
Over all the dives. She goes to the ropes though. Oh, Benekage's holding on. Still holding on. Jank over that rope. Just a smack. Well, that was a pretty real match, but Blue Kane, he holds on to that title. Poor Benekage is titleless. I'll give you a hint, Orky. It's Yuji Naka's first ever game. Or was. That was pretty short, but you know. So we're heading on over to a very short dark. I'm only gonna run like a few matches here. That's right, Orky. So I can't really promise get into too many requests here. I'm probably gonna do like 2 or 3 matches for dark. So first match of dark, it's gonna be Marky or Ramon taking on Thwomp. Trying to hug him. Break it out. Big drop. And toss it ropes. Up. Actually not Orky, it's actually SG-1000. Got any guesses? I'm tossing the ropes. Punched up. He's popping off. Nope. I'll give you a hint. It was a Western. It was based off a Western game, but it was only released in Japan, of course. I'm still holding on. More headbutts. 1, 2. 2 count. It's a chop off here. 1, 2. Another 2 count. Apparently it was like a really late SG-1000 game, but Thwomp took that for free. Alright, so up next, Lufa's still not here, so I'll show one of my new sons. So let me show one of my new sons that's not a, let's say, that's not the one he requested. Well, you might like this one, Cheerio. Or it might terrify you, I don't know. So, taking on Dalzim, one of my new sons. It's Majora's Moon. We'll see how he does. He's been reffing for a while. I told him I'd give him a tryout. So we'll see how he does here. That's right. Go back and forth. Come on, Moon. I guess I'll just call him Moon. Get him in the back. More drops. Overhead kick. I go you're right. Come on, Moon. Oh, got punched directly by it. He ain't selling that. Oh, stomping away. Uppercut it. And for flying kick. More headbutts. And quit right out of it. More chops. Yeah. Yep. Moon's holding on. Yeah, that was a terrible thing. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Well, Dalzum took that for free. Alright. So I think I'm gonna do one more before I set up the rumble. Oh, you tried Orky. Orky really wants that minion hack tonight. So up next is gonna be Lance Bean. He's gonna be taking on Toxie. That's right. For a big stretch. Back and forth. low kick. Multi-punches. Switching out again. The simple punch.
Give up.
One count. More multi-punches. Who's this? It's Shock Lord. What's he doing here?
Give up. Give up. Go ahead and toss that fucker out.
Morgan doesn't like him being here. What a whole mess so far.
1, 2.
And he's out of there.
Yeah.
Yep, Toxie's holding on. Yep, well, kind of free, and Toxie takes that one. Alright. So we are gonna be doing our Rumble for all the champions of the junior title, and this is gonna be for the people that held the junior title the longest. So this is gonna take me like a minute to set up, so I'm gonna run a quick ad as I get to it.
Greetings and various apropos felicitations. My name is Toe Jam, and this here is my homeboy, Big Rappin' Earl. Yo, say what's up, Earl.
Yo, what's up?
Earl and myself are aliens from outer space.
Outer space.
Yo, this is our story. Check this out.
Yo, kick it.
Yo, I was hanging in my rocket ship with nowhere to go, so I was cruising, listening to the radio. Chatted to my homies, pulled up outside, said, Yo, Earl, how about a joyride? Earl came in, climbed into the back seat. We shot up to about 1,000,000 feet, kicked back, turned on the cruise control, cranked up the megawatt stereo. Break.
All right, so we're almost
now
ready.
do the slow jam if your
finishing
name
this up.
is jam, 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 jam. To jamming it again, Earl and I are the funkiest of aliens. Funk, 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 funk it. If you're Earl, then you belly bump it. Rockin', clockin', shaking throughout the galaxy. We are the hip hop MCETs.
Alright. And we are ready to begin. So the first 4 entrants are all tied for having the 5th longest holding times for the junior title. And first 2 are Spider-Man and Superintendent Chalmers. Both these guys had at least 4 wins, or had 4 wins while holding the junior title. So yeah, we got some pretty strong dudes ahead, if you couldn't tell. Spider-Man also former 100% club member, so. Complaints are in his face. Only got 1 count. I grabbed the gear shift and shifted into overdrive. Earl and I were high speed hip hopping, giving no indication of ever stopping. We were deaf and definitely the rhythm of the engine that was pop popping. Getting all tripped up. And wasn't too surprised to see a ship with flashing lights. Said I recognized. He pulled me over. I said, "Yo, what's up, my man?" Double down. Had a yellow ticket in his hand. I took the ticket. Then I had a standing drop kick. All he wanted was an autograph. We signed the names and then we headed out. For me and Earl, who is what it's all about. No, speed dance. So entrant number 3, also getting 4 wins, holding the belt. I completely forgot about her. It's Killer Frost. Let's see how she does. We were trucking and grooving to the funky beat when Earl said he'd like a shot in the driver's seat. Well, Earl's cool, but he's not the most coordinated. But I was feeling fine, so I capitulated. Earl took the wheel, but he was busting out of Earl Jam. I said, "Yo, Earl, get with the program." Earl looked up and said, "Yo, don't get annoyed." And that's when big rap and Earl hit the asteroid. Earl and I, we were nosediving. I said, "Maybe it's time for me to be driving." It was looking like I had made him. And elbow down. Yeah, you'll be seeing some old talent tonight. I remember this title was like 4 years old. Seeing lots of old faces. And you'll definitely be seeing a surprise later, Cheerio.
Give up! Give up! Timmy!
Sounds like YouTube shit again. There we go. And entrant number 4, also with 4 wins. It's Logan Paul. Honestly, I thought he had more than this, but... See how he does. Over to stretch, breaking out of it. Breaking right out.
1, 2.
2 games. Everyone's still in there. It is a pretty strong start so far.
Great. Yeah. Give up.
And entrant number 5 with 5 wins, it's Sailor Mars.
Yeah.
Now he's getting thrown around.
Give up. Great.
Come on.
Give up. Yeah.
He's getting kicked left and right.
Give up. Give up.
You want to file free?
No, no. 4 more. I mean, was she ever? We don't talk about Orky's Angels anymore, don't we?
Give up. Give up.
Yep. Their Frost is all mine.
Give up. Give up.
And entrant number 6, the third longest winner of the junior title, with 6 matches won while holding it. It's Leona. She actually held it longer than I thought.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
That's right, Cheerio. So nobody's been eliminated yet. Yep, well there goes Chona. Somebody had to go. Another 2.9. Yep, well there goes Logan Paul. And entrant number 7, holding it for the second longest time with 8 wins, it's Kung Fu Man. Man, it felt like he was never gonna lose it. He's popping off. That's right. Oh, well, there goes Mars. Sorry, Orky. Can you guys take a guess who held the junior title the longest? Breaking right out of it. Once you realize who it is, you'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. The Spider-Man's already in there, Cheerio. I mean, who's about to come next? Who held the junior title the longest? Nobody's listening to me. Boo-hoo. All right, and entrant number 8 with 9 wins, holding the junior title. It's Little Mac. Yeah. Oh well. Yep. Now we're down to our final 3. There goes the guy Cheerio predicted. Leon, they're the top 3 of the junior title holders. Funny enough. So we'll see. Is Little Mac about to clutch this out? Leona's out of there, so now it's down to the top 2. The top 2 held the junior title. Push down. We'll battle as strikers here. More chops. Sounds like a type of medicine. It's a pretty real Rumble, if you ask me.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Switching off. They're both like Troy exchanging these low chops.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
Another low kick.
Give up. Give up.
Yep, well, Kung Fu Man clutched that out. And he wins that Rumble. I don't know about free as fuck, Chico. That's kind of close. So, let's see. So, Chalmers was the first one out. Then it was Logan Paul. Then it was Sailor Mars. Sailor Mars didn't last long. She got KO'd kind of quickly. Then it was Killer Frost. Shortly after that, Spider-Man. Then it was Leona. And finally, Lil Mac got tossed out. And that ain't the end. That ain't the end, folks. That ain't the end, folks. Before I go for the night, I have a little special. So I'm gonna tell you, everyone. 71 people held the junior title throughout those 4 years. So the first person who held it was Lilith. She got 3 wins holding the belt. Pretty healthy start. Then it was Jill Valentine who took it. She didn't hold it for very long. Then it was BD Joe, and then Benamaru. He got 2 wins with it. And then after that, it was Logan Paul, who was the first kind of like longest to hold it, with 4 wins. And kind of surprising, I didn't know this guy took it off Logan, but Cousin It was the guy who took it off him, and he got one extra win with that belt. Followed by that was Killer Frost herself, got the 4 wins. And after that was Silver Surfer. Honestly, I thought Silver Surfer was going to be in this Rumble. I thought he held it for longer than he did, but he only had 3 wins. Holy nap. Yeah, a lot of you guys hated him, but yeah, Silver Surfer only had 3 wins with it. After that was GBA, who didn't get any wins. And then after that was Avril. That was another person I thought was going to be in here, but she only had 3 wins. And then Skylar took it after her. She got 1 win holding the belt. After that was May. She barely held it. Then it was Plock who got 1 win. Akima who got 1 win. Yuko aka Valis who got 1 win. And then it was Sailor Mars, who at that point the longest to hold the junior title with 5 wins. Then after that was a Duck King, who didn't hold it for very long. And then it was Roxy Music, got 1 win. Poochie, Matcha Melee Poochie, got 2 wins. Holding it. Then it was a Ski Free Skier who got 1 win. Ilya Dragunov barely held it. Pit barely held it. And then it was Charlie Brown who held it for 1 win. Then Johnny Knoxville, Jennifer Simpson, Abra, all 3 of them just kind of came and went. And that was Flat Eric who got 1 win. And then Qbert who barely held it. Sonic almost made the final, the top 8 with 3 wins. That was Jacqueline who got 1 win. And Duck King, actually the first 2-time holder of the title. though he only got 1 win, so he didn't quite make it. Alpha 152, she got 1 win. Leona, she got 1 win, but that won't be the first time we'll see her. Keep that in mind. Then after that was Dale Cooper, who didn't get any wins, and then it was Lil Mac. 9 whole wins holding that title. You guys want to know who took the title off Lil Mac? You guys, unless you guys remember, you will never ever guess in a million years who took the title off. It was Coily. and Coily had no wins holding the belt afterwards, so it's like that was such a random, like, I'm like, really? But yeah, Coily was the one who took him off. And then after that it was Pee-wee who got 1 win, and then Agent Stone who barely held it. Pikachu was another one, almost made the top 8, but he only had 3 wins. Yeah, Coily was a secret weapon. Then Pringles and the Pillsbury Doughboy, they barely held it. Julie, Street Fighter Julie, had 1 win holding it. Then it was Starlight Kid who barely held it. Danny Phantom, the female Danny Phantom, held it for 1 win, and then Pringles was another 2-time holder, and he actually got a win holding it this time. After that was Battle Kid and Butters, both of who barely held it, and then Pillsbury for a 2nd time barely held it. Alba Fire barely held it, and then Garth, he got 2 wins holding it. Mohawk got 1 win holding it. Noob Saibot got 2 wins. Kyle O'Reilly, another one who almost made it, he had 3 wins. Brock Lesnar barely held it. And then Gary Chalmers, one of the guys that made the top 8 with 4 wins. Koski took it off Chalmers and then held it for 1 win. And then was Spider-Man, the same as Gary Chalmers, 4 wins. After that was Antisocial, Silver the Hedgehog, Flat Eric for a 2nd time, and then Ash Elegance, all who barely held it. And then it was Kung Fu Man, who terrorized with that belt for 8 whole wins. And then Leona came back, took it off him, and then for the 2nd reign, she held it for 6 wins. And then the Ghost Pokemon took it off her, and he held it for 1 win. After that was Yay, Goemon, who held it for Kung Fu Man. Honestly, I thought Kung Fu Man held for long. Honestly, like, when I was starting this, I thought Kung Fu Man was the one who held it the longest, but no, he was like right behind Lil Mac. Where was I? Yay. Gon took it off Yay, held it for 1 win. Yuka Sakazaki, 1 win. Moppy barely held it. Officer Jenny, 1 win. Gwen 10, 1 win. And finally, Benekage, at least while she was holding it, 1 win. Who knows how long she would hold it for after that, but honestly, I was kind of like, halfway through all that, I was kind of like done with the junior title, because it's like, barely anybody. Lufa, I got bad news. You're kind of at the end of the stream, but Lufa, if you want, I can read this whole list again. I was reading the list of everybody who held the junior title, all 71 people, and how long they held it for. If you want to hear me, if you'd like to hear me go through it again, I can do it right now, because I know you just got home. And I'm kind of sorry. All right, so just for Lufo, let me read this again. So we did our. I'm not going to spoil what happened in the Rumble, but so here is everybody who held the junior title. The first person was Lilith, and she held it for 3 wins. Let me turn it down a little bit. And then after that was Jill Valentine, who barely held it. BD Joe, who barely held it. And then it was Ben Amaru, who held it for 2 wins. And then it was Logan Paul, who held it, who was the first to hold it for the longest time. He held it for 4 wins. And Cousin It took it off him. He held it for an extra win afterwards. That. What the heck? Sorry, I just had an issue come out. Then Killer Frost, she also held it for 4 wins afterwards. After that was Silver Surfer, holding it for 3 wins. Then it was GBA who barely held it, and then afterwards was Avril. She held it for 3 wins. And then Skylar took it off her, held it for a win. May barely held it. Pluck took it, held it for a win. Akima held it for a win. Valis held it for a win. And then it was Sailor Mars who held it for 5 straight wins. And then Duck King took it off of her, but barely held it. Only to lose it to Roxy Music, who held it for a win. Then it was Poochie from Matra Melee, who held it for 2 wins. And then it was Ski Free Surfer, who held it for a win. Ilya Dragunov and Pit, both of who barely held it. Charlie Brown held it for a win. Johnny Knoxville, Jennifer Simpson, Abra barely held it. Flat Eric held it for a win. Qbert barely held it. Sonic held it for 3 wins. Then Jacqueline held it for a win. And Duck King, the first 2-time holder of the title, he held it for a win this time. Yeah, I kind of forgot Abra held it for like a minute. And then Alpha 152 held it for a win. Leona held it for a win. Dale Cooper barely held it. And then Little Mac, who held it for the longest time, 9 wins straight holding that title. And Lufa, like earlier I said you would never believe who took it off Little Mac. Can you take a guess who took it off? Do you remember who took it off Little Mac, Lufa? Because nobody else could guess. You would never, ever in a million years remember who took it off Little Mac. It was not Rayman, Lufa. You blew it. It was Coily. Coily of all people. And Coily barely held it afterwards. Pee-wee took it off of Coily, and Pee-wee held it for a win. After that was Agent Stone, who barely held it. Pikachu held it for 3 wins. Pringles and Pillsbury barely held it their first times. Julie from Street Fighter held it for a win. Starlight Kid barely held it. Danny Phantom held it for a win. Pringles, 2nd-time holder. This time he actually got a win with it. And then it was Battle Kid, Butters, Pillsbury again, and Alba Fire, who barely held it. And then it was Garf, who held on to it for 2 wins. Mohawk, who held on to it for a win. Noob Saibot held on to it for 2 wins. Kyle O'Reilly, he was holding it for a while. He held it on for 3 wins. Brock Lesnar barely held it. Superintendent Chalmers held it for 4 wins. Akatsuki held it for a win. Spider-Man, 4 wins. Antisocial, Silver, Flat Eric again, and Ash by Elegance, they all barely held it. Then it was Kung Fu Man.
It's supposed to be boring.
No. And then it was Kung Fu Man who held it for the 2nd longest time with 8 wins. And then Leona took it off of him and then was the 3rd longest with 6 wins. And then the Ghost Pokemon took it off of her, held it for a win. Yay from Goemon held it for a win. Gone for a win. Yuka Sakazaki for a win. Moppy barely held it. Officer Jenny held it for a win. Gwen 10 for a win. And Benekage, who was the final holder of the junior title, had a win before it got unified. And unfortunately, she did not win the world title. Yeah, that's kind of why I kind of quickly had to rumble. But yeah. But yeah, if you ever have the time, definitely recommend watching the VOD and watching the Rumble, because it was a pretty tight one. But yeah, that'll do it for tonight. As we say our goodbyes to the junior title. It lasted for 4 years, so kind of like one of the longest titles I had in here. But yeah, that'll do it for me for tonight. I'll be back next week, probably the usual. I'll see. But yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in, and I'll see y'all next time.
His career is underwritten by Pillsbury, but he's dropped on his...
Breaking the chains.